Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Who knows what the world will send, what lies beyond the river's bend, where the winding road will end. But on this man you can depend. If I said so, I'll be your friend, and I'll sing my song of life each day. The skies be sunny or be gray, you can sing along, but if not, okay, just find a place to laugh and pray or meditate or do what it is you do. And you gotta seek some peace and joy. You gotta create more than destroy. Seek some peace and joy, come what may. Anyway, hey, this is the first show of 2023. This is Peace and Joy 505, the podcast. I'm your host, Jim Whalen, and you're not. And I want to start it off with this little theme. Well, you know, you've all heard this. Well, I can't say you've all heard this before, but most of you heard this before. Bum, bum, bum. And I believe this, and this is the theme of the episode, love. All you need is love, all together now. All you need is love, my friends. Love is all we need. So I want to talk about love today on the first day of the year, because I think if we could have a little more love in the seeking peace and joy process all year, every day, life would be just a little sweeter. The meanings we ascribe to things, the meanings we placed on things would be just a little lighter, just a little cleaner, just a little better for each of us. And I know that's a judgment, right? But yeah, I'm making that call, right? All we need is a little more love. That's my resolution for the whole year. Love what I do, love the people I'm around. Try to inject a little more of it into the atmosphere, into the universe. Now, when I'm talking about love, I'm not talking about, you know, what you might call Hallmark movie sort of love, or I woke up in love this morning love, or I think I love you, David Cassidy sort of love. I think I love you. Anyway, I am talking a little bit maybe about the Beatles sort of all we need is love. But I got a whole different definition, and this is what I'm going to say in terms of the seeking peace and joy universe. The LOVE, all we need is a little more. And L for me stands for learning, right? You got to seek out, you got to learn, you got to get the lessons, that L, the learning, you know, that L, learning, right? Lessons. And leaving some of the crap behind. So there's that L for love, right? L, lessons, learning. That part, man, that's one. You got to do that. So that's L. O is for observation and obligation. And by mean observation, like a lot of people share opinions as if they're fact or as if they're true. And some people have opinions based on true facts, but interpreting facts is not the same as the truth, right? Opinions are that, but observations not only tell people what you see or how you see things, which is an opinion, but they say these are observations. It's a gift to provide an observation. What I observe here is this, because that says something about you in relationship to the situation, and it provides understanding, whereas opinions are a blatant attempt to control, right? So, and then the other part of the O in the LO equation so far is obligations. And it's not only what you owe to the universe or the situation or other people. It's what you owe to yourself. It's what you're obligated to do if you have gifts. Like if you know how to play music, play your best song. If you know how to make people smile, then make people smile. If you know that tomorrow, if you practice and you put your feeling behind it, that tomorrow you can improve on who you were today, then you have an obligation. Love has to include an obligation. Things happen on purpose. They're just not accidental, right? So you've got learning and lessons and observations and obligations. You got the LO. Now you got the V, right? And V is kind of a hard one because there's not a lot of words that begin with V. Oh, sure, there's like vacuum. There's variety, volume, volleyball. You know, life can be kind of like volleyball. The ball goes up and you get batted around, and sometimes you get spiked down to the floor. But have I given that metaphor some more thought, I might include volleyball as the V. Anyway, but V in this context, there are two things. The most important one is values driven, right? Values. Like, you got to test your values on a regular basis, and then you got to do things that express your values. And you have to understand that your values don't have to be the same. So you can put V as variety, because what you value doesn't have to be the same as what I value or somebody else values. Because if everybody valued the same things at the same level, that means we could push the accelerator down and go off the cliff really quickly, right? It would be a bad, bad, bad world if a lot of people valued chaos and change as much as I do, right? Some people have to value stability, sterility, because that combination of valuing reliability, security, creates a baseline for a lot of people who would otherwise be paralyzed to do any action, any change, because they'd be too insecure and too hesitant to make decisions that would lead to things. So people have to have their values and express them and feel good about that, right? And then the other V I thought about, which is one of those 7 deadly sins, and some people would say the worst, vanity. And the reason I say vanity, we have to have a little vanity these days. What I'm getting out of there is each of us has to value themselves just enough more to say, this is how my spirit in this big conglomeration of spirits looks at things, so we create understanding about individuals. Because otherwise, you're expected to be, I don't want to do this, but you're expected to be a Trumper or a non-Trumper. You're supposed to be a Democrat or Republican. You're expected to be this or that. You're expected to be a label. But if you have enough vanity, just a hair, you'll say, no. I'm unique enough. I'm valuable enough. And if you combine that with a good balance with your values that are something to express, and your obligations to express them in an honest and upward way, and your observations. And of course, if you learn and take care of your lessons, then you've got the LOV. And so then you got the last thing, which is the E. And while I've had a couple things for everything, I'm just restricting E to one thing. And I thought about 2 things, but I think one is really, really important these days. And that's exploration. And the reason that E needs to stand for exploration is we need to value curiosity more. Curiosity, explore. Explore. Get out there and see what's around you. Get out there and see the gifts that are possible. Get out there and embrace things. That's an E word. Embrace, explore, engage. Those are all E words, and you can take either one, but exploration. Because if you're not exploring, you're letting fear guide most of your activities, or more correctly, conscript your activities. You're clamping down. And therefore, you're not really seeing what's possible, what tools you might have, and probably less likely to engage. So you've got to have that E, that exploration, like stay curious, stay curious, stay open, right? Say, I'm going exploring, right? Because if you stay in the same place, likely you're going to see the same things. You're not going to change. You're not going to be able to imagine different possibilities. So get out there and explore. And get out there and expand your reality. So look at all those E's that come from exploration. Exploration, experimentation, expansion, all those E things. In essence, love. In 2023, let's make this the year of love. Learning, observing, valuing, exploring. Love, love, love. Is it all you need? Yeah, probably. All you need is love, man. Love is all you need. Anyway, that's enough for the first part of 2023. Get out there. Peace and joy be with you. Wrap it up with the theme. And we'll say, hey, off to a new start. Cool. Because who knows what the world will send, what lies beyond the river's bend, where the winding road will end. But on this man you can depend. If I said so, I'll be your friend. And I'll sing my song of life each day. Skies be sunny, all be gray. You can sing along, but if not, okay, just find a place to laugh and pray or meditate or do what it is you do. And seek some peace and joy. Lordy, create more than destroy. Seek some peace and joy. Seek some peace and joy. 'Cause all you need is love. Come what may. Love, love, love. Love, love, love. Love you all. Have a great 2023. Starting when? Right now.